What's up, guys? It's Fangirl for Life 23. I know it's been a while, but I am back today to talk about number 4 on my top 10 favorite animated pairings. This one is Fred Jones and Daphne Blake from the Scooby Doo franchise. For this, I'm mostly talking about the Scooby Doo movies as opposed to the, some of the spin offs, the shows. Scooby Doo has been going since 1969, okay? So there's so many different reincarnations. I want to make a disclaimer. I'm not going to talk about Mystery Incorporated, even though I know that it's basically Frafney heaven. By the way, Frafney is the term we use. Fred, Daphne, Frafney. So yeah, I'll use that word a lot, so just so you know. I know that, Mystery Incorporated had a lot of Frafney stuff, but the truth is, I just really couldn't get past the animation. I know that that's probably a really dumb complaint. I've heard really good things about it. I know it centered a lot on Fred and Daphne, and I give it credit for that. But for this video, I'm only going to talk about the Scooby-Doo movies, namely Stage Fright, Kiss Rock and Roll Mystery, then the old ones like The Witch's Ghost and Zombie Island, yes. But I'm getting ahead of myself. Let's start with Zombie Island. So as a kid, I loved this movie. I didn't really like Scooby-Doo a whole lot. I wasn't, really into it, but I loved this movie. And throughout the movie, there's a lot of jealousy and tension between Fred and Daphne. Daphne is jealous that she thinks Fred likes the one girl whose name I believe was, Nina. And Fred was jealous that Daphne liked the garden dude named Bo. In the end, it was all just a misunderstanding, and they have a really cute moment where they watch the sunset, and that they're linking arms, and it's so cute. So as a kid, I always just kind of naturally assumed they were together. Kind of like when I was younger, I thought Jesse and James were together from Pokemon just because they were always together, and it's a man and a woman who I guess aren't as old as I thought they were. But it's just you naturally think they're together. As a kid, you think Mickey and Minnie are together, So basically, I always just naturally thought that they were together. Then in the movie The Witch's Ghost, there's a big moment. Velma questions Fred, why do you always pair off with Daphne? Which it's about time somebody asked this question. But Fred, gets all, flustered and embarrassed, he doesn't get a chance to answer. Later in the movie, Daphne asks him the same question. She's why do you always pair off with me? And he gets all flustered, and he's actually, on the verge of confessing. He's I've never had a chance to tell you. Maybe it's about time And then he gets interrupted, which, by the way, interruptions are the most annoying thing for a fangirl. When somebody's about to confess and then they get interrupted, or they're about to kiss, or they're about to hug, it's why? Why do interruptions exist? Okay, that's my quick little rant there. So anyway, yeah, there was a lot of moments in that. Then the movie, Stage Fright. Holy crap. This one is basically the Fred and Daphne this movie is Frafney written all over it. Instead of calling it Stage Fright, they should have just called it Scooby Doo Frafney. That's what this movie should have been called. In this movie, basically, Fred and Daphne are together, trying out for this show that's called Talent Star. It's kind of like American Idol. And, Fred's on the guitar, Daphne's singing, and in the movie, Daphne confesses to Velma that she's in love with Fred. She actually says, I'm in love with Fred. She used the word love. This comes as absolutely no shock to Velma. Me and one of my friends, we always comment on her little, gee, that's a shocker. You know who you are, by the way. But anyway, yeah, we always quote that because that's funny. But yeah, Velma's not surprised at all. So this comes to the realization that Fred and Daphne are so close that even saying that they like each other is, no surprise to anybody. Anyway, in this movie, there's just a lot of cute moments, but the biggest moment is the end of the movie. They sing their song, and Daphne wrote it. It's a love song. They kiss. Fred says he loves her too, and it's holy crap, you think they're going to end together? But, of course, the end credits, it has to go back to the status quo, and, basically, they just sweep it under the rug as, oh, it was just for the show. We did it just because we were on the stage. It's are you kidding me? But anyway, then we move on to the most recent movie, Scooby Doo and Kiss Rock and Roll Mystery. This movie had a lot of Fred jealousy moments. Daphne in this movie has a crush on one of the Kiss members, and Fred is jealous. There's a few really funny moments where, like, Daphne wants to take a picture with him, and Fred, like, purposefully puts his thumb covering the guy's face. And then Daphne's just really jealous. Or no, other way around. Fred's really jealous, and Daphne's really irritated by him. At the end of the movie, the kiss guy kisses her, and Fred is like all upset and jealous. And Daphne gives him a little kiss on the cheek. So I think that this is her way of saying, like, Fred, you know I love you too. You know, it's just the way that she does it, the smile, everything. It's just perfect. Um, I could honestly go on, but I think the thing that I love most about Fred and Daphne is just the dynamic. Like, of course, Fred is the leader, and Daphne in more recent movies has been portrayed as kind of like the girly girl. But for whatever reason, I just think they're perfect together. It's hilarious. Like, I think it would be really interesting for them to date, because then how would that be for Shaggy and, like, Velma and Scooby? Like, how would they react, you know? I really want them to end up together, but the thing that kind of sucks and the thing that prevents them from being any higher than number 4 is because Scooby Doo is so timeless. You know, it's been going since 1969 and it has absolutely no signs of stopping. And they don't age. It's one of those things where I don't think they'll ever be together because every movie has to be the same, you know? Like, none of the movies are canon. I don't think any of the TV shows are. You know, they're all like different spin-offs, different, like, everything that happens in Scooby-Doo pretty much never gets mentioned again, for the most part. And that kind of sucks, you know? It's one of those things that will never end, and even if it does, I don't know what will happen. But anyway, I love Fred and Daphne. I really want them to kiss again sometime, end up together. That would be so cool. I would be so happy. So there we have it. They're number 4, and I will check you guys later. Hopefully, it won't take me as long. But next time, we'll take a look at number 3, and we are in top 3 now, people. All right, check you later.